Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hart, and today I have two PrizePick player props I really like for tonight's NBA slate. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the two pick slip. The first pick I have for you guys today is going to be the over on Harden's PRA here of 36.5. The reason why I like this is we're getting some pretty good odds on this. It's minus 130 on DraftKings Sportsbook to hit the over here, about a 56% chance of hitting. And the other reasons why I like it is it's a 2-point spread, so it should be a very close game. It's the second highest total on the slate. I think it's about 233 right now. And you just throw in the fact that James Harden averages about 38 minutes per game. And he's coming off his career worst game. Like, it's going to be a very solid bounce back spot here. The game should be close. It's a nice total. And he's been on fire before that last game. He was averaging, I think, 8 of the past 10 games. He had at least a double-double or a triple-double, just in terms of his fantasy output here with the points, rebounds, and assists. He's been on fire. Obviously, he had a very, very bad game last game versus the Clippers. Expect a nice bounce back here. DraftKings has him at minus 130. Really liking the over here, about 56% chance, as I mentioned. So yeah, like the James Harden over a 36.5 PRA here versus the Trailblazers. The second one I have for you guys is going to be the over on fantasy score for DeAndre Ayton here of 34.5. Now, the reason why I like this is Ayton, his fantasy score line is way, way too low here. It's a fantastic matchup versus Brooklyn, a team who shoots the ball a ton. Not the best shooters right now without KD, so it should be a closer game. It's a decent size game total. The spread isn't too big or too wide, so it should be a close game. It does, CP3 does kind of factor in. If CP3's in, this game should be a little bit closer. If he's out, maybe there's some more room for blowout risk, but even in some blowout games, as you can see here versus Memphis, he's still got 30 minutes. Versus Minnesota, this game was actually a blowout for most of the game. They did come back. He played 31. Versus Cleveland, blowout 30 minutes. So even in blowouts, he's seen close to 30 minutes, and he's going to be the main guy out there. And when I say that is, with no Shamet, Booker, and Payne, Ayton has averaged on a per 36 basis 41.64 fantasy points per game. And that's with about 28% usage rate in those games. So he easily clears that by 7 points there without those guys. Those guys are not playing tonight. And then if CP3's out, his usage goes up. It goes down actually like 1%, but his fantasy point output goes up by, I think, 2 points to 43. And that one without CP3, he's only played about, I think, 3 or 4 games without him. Without the 3 guys I mentioned, Shamet, Booker, and Campaign, he's played about, I think, couple hundred minutes, so a good amount of games without those guys. As I said, per 36 is about 41.64 fantasy points per game without Shamet, Booker, or Payne in there. And yeah, I just really like the over here. His fantasy score is way too low. And he's a guy who, if he gets a double-double, he gets those points there. He's a guy who also averages close to a block per game. He can get some steals as well, which does help out the fantasy score. So really, really like the over here. Only risk here with Ayton is going to be the blowout risk, especially if CP3 doesn't play. There is a little bit blowout risk, but really like the over here. I think it's way too low just for the amount of minutes he should get. He should get close to 36 minutes if it's going to be a very close game here. Obviously, a great matchup going against, what's his name on the other side? Claxton. Ayton should see about 37 to 38 minutes against Claxton if it's a close game. Per 36 speaks all the volume. He should have 40 plus fantasy points here in a close game. So love the over on Ayton's fantasy score and the over on James Harden PRA of 36.5. So those are the two plays I'm going to lock in for today. And if you guys like the video, hit that like button. If you guys like other plays, let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to look at them and hop on those if I do like them as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.